Hey kids, it's John, and it's time for our weekly Big Idea devotional lesson. So, what we've been doing in this series, we've been looking at things that Jesus said. Sometimes when we read the Bible, things are a little hard to understand. And that's what the purpose of these videos are, is to help us see the big idea about what Jesus was saying. This week, we're talking about how Jesus said, "Love me the most." That doesn't seem too hard, right? To love Jesus more than anyone or anything. Let's look at the passage and see what Jesus was saying, and I'll tell you why we're looking at this one. In Matthew 10:37, Jesus says, "Anyone who loves his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." That seems kind of weird. Jesus wants us to love our moms and dads, right? So why would he say, if you love them more than me, you're not worthy of me? I got an activity that I think will help us understand this. So I want you to, we're playing pretend. We're using our imaginations here. Imagination, okay? What would you take if you had to be stranded on a deserted island? So I've given you 10 options here. You can only pick, again, we're using our imagination. You can only pick from this list of 10 things. You can pick 3 things. So would you take your favorite gaming system, so like a PlayStation, an Xbox, or whatever? I guess you could take a TV along with that. Would you take your favorite book, your favorite toy, your favorite stuffed animal? Every kid's got one, okay? Your favorite piece of jewelry. So like, is it a necklace or a bracelet or a ring or whatever? What about your favorite snack you got to eat? What about toilet paper? That's what TP is. You got to have toilet paper, right? One bag of clothes. So what you're wearing and one bag of clothes. This is just dog, cat, or I put a question mark. So one animal, you can only pick one. So if you've got a bunch of animals, you can only take one. And then would you take your phone or tablet? Just one. So you might need to pause the video right here and take some time and think only 3 things. So pause the video if you need to and pick 3 things and come back. So that's a tough list, okay? If you only pick 3 things from this list, which is what you're supposed to do, does that mean you don't care about the other things? No. Just because you picked a book over a toy doesn't mean you didn't care about the toy, right? What that means is that that's just what you love more. It doesn't mean you don't love the other things. I think what Jesus is saying in this passage is, love me most, still love your mom and dad, but love me the most, right? We don't pick and choose. Like, luckily, like on this list, we were using our imaginations that we can only pick and choose 3 things. We don't have to pick and choose who we love. We can love all people. Jesus wants us to love all people. One of our videos, we even talked about how Jesus wants us to love our enemies, right? So Jesus wants us to love our mom and dad and our family and all people. But what he's saying in this passage later on, he's talking and he's basically trying to say, love me the most. Why would Jesus say, love me more than anyone? Well, Jesus is the ultimate picture of what love looks like. And so if we want to learn what love is, we learn to love from Jesus. And then we take the love he teaches us and we love others with that love. So that's why Jesus says to love me the most. I hope you learned something this week. I hope to see you back next week. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.